Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
The tackle made by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pace. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Pace. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. The toss here completed to Pittman. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The tackle made by...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, Brissett to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and that'll bring up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A second down throw for Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On second down now, it's Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, pace. And that's caught by Smith. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 49 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with the first going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Check the backer. He's
A toss right to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun. Pace. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Results in a 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw. Pace. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
39-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake, Brissett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
The ball carrier.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He finds Humphreys. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Pace. And that would take it in by Lashley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Pace looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Pace, airing it out deep for Smith. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now this throw caught left side. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Play action now. Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's got his tight end, Burton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, 38 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Pace. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Again, it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, Pace. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Off play action. Pace. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A spin. Broken. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
58 to the money. 58 to the money. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun. Pace. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Colts 21, Titans 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mack. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The 27-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Looking to throw on second down. Pace. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down. Pace. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Off the play fake. Pace. In trouble, and he's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. As nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Pace. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
Complete.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
62 yards on the
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Brissett now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Sanchez to kick off.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah,
and he'll be brought down by the Colts. yards. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 955, 955.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, a run by Mack. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
19-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. On first down, Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston